Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This is Eccentric Dodo, and we are back in a new game. Well, the game NCAA 14. Today I will be playing as Derek Dodo, a 6 foot 236 pound member of the Cleveland Cuirassiers. We're going to be a large Midwest team from, well, Cleveland, and we're kind of going to do a road to glory. So basically I'll be following this character through all of probably college and maybe even the NFL, depending on how far we go. So for our two main colleges, we're going to do Ohio State University and Ohio University, as well as the Akron Zips, just to kind of keep it local. Also for the road to glory, just going to do Heisman, easy, simple, keep it difficult. Alright, so here's game number 1 on the season against the Forest Park Tornadoes. Since I'm sort of doing a voiceover after, just for this high school one, so that we can just kind of get through it, I'm just going to go over some of the key, sort of highlighted plays through this game. Of course, this is the first play here, and it did not start as well. 8-yard sack. Kind of rough. Of course, though, nothing really stopped the drive. We get all the way up to the goal line. Then, as you'll see here, just a quick pass play into the end zone. Maurice Bennett, the first touchdown of our career. And here out we trot for another passing play near the goal line, and devastatingly we throw an interception here. The first of our career. We also do a little dive there, kind of funny. But this was something that we'll become infamous for later. Here we go again, first game of the season, and a fumble. Another turnover, and right against their goal line, setting them up for their only points of the game. With this great performance in week 1, we obviously win player of the week, or game, and our rating still stays at 1, but we're improving. Akron seems to notice, and they offer us our first scholarship. Other teams added to our interest board, Purdue. And so the second game of our season will be against the Chillicothe Waves. Since I'm going to try and be a bit quicker with the regular season games, over the entire time we held sort of a minor lead against Chillicothe. Easily in the end, 24-19, we just run the ball a few more times, and the game's over. And considering our performance from this game, should be no surprise, Bobcats gave us a scholarship. As well, we add the Kent State to our board. Next game up is the Week 3 game against the Centerville Bearcats. For this game, for the most part, held a sort of fell behind most of the time. Threw a lot of interceptions, not very great. Lucky for us, around the second quarter, we're able to mount a good scoring drive, and from here, our luck sort of turns around for this game. Later on here in this late quarter drive, I do a pretty embarrassing interception here. Could have cost us the game if the AI was a bit better. Luckily, it did not, though. With 3 wins under our bag, we're starting to become a big, sort of, quarterback prospect. Now that we're 2 stars, Kent State gives us a ring. We also add, Bowling Green to our draft board. Next up here, we've got the Canton Badgers. Overall, a very boring game. 7-6 by the end of the game. Just very low score. A lot of mistakes on our part, not a very good team on their part. No surprise as well, with such a low-scoring game, defense gets player of the game. Also, at our draft board, Bowling Green scholarship, Toledo Rockets will be added. Next up, Seven Hills Waves, same name as a previous team. With this game, pretty good game overall. We ended off 37-9, I believe. 38-9, my bad. And just an all-around insane blowout amongst a lot of close games that we had here in the middle of the season. Should be no surprise with 4 total touchdowns and about 300 yards, we get player of the game. Once again, add 2 more schools, Purdue and Toledo, as well adding to our interests, Army. Keep an eye out for this team later in the season, the Springdale Penguins. We very much destroy them this game, but they make a pretty good season overall. Oddly enough, don't think I showed it, but final score 24-3 on this one, 417 yards, that'll give us player of the game. As well, right after adding them, the Army gives us a scholarship, and we add Clemson to our board. Last game of the regular season, and it's against the Barberton Timberwolves. Not a very good team. We pretty much sweep this game. I believe 30-0 was the final score. Very solemn though, final game of the regular season, senior night, all that stuff. And, it was a very good high school journey for my player. He's got a lot of colleges interested, as well as Ohio State adding them as a scholarship prone. But wait, there's more. Yes, of course we made it to the postseason with a, perfect record. So of course, round 1, we will be facing Willowick. Kind of a blowout game. Of course, I threw 1 pick 6, the only of the season. That was pretty tragic, but other than that, that was their only score as far as I remember. Yeah, 28-7 final score. Pretty easy game overall. Obviously, we're huge into celebrating after our first postseason win ever. And, our running back, Alex Howell, definitely deserved the player of the week here. 14 carries, 76 yards, 2 touchdowns. A pretty good game for him. With our performance, we can also add Clemson and Auburn, Clemson being our second 6-star team. Next up, watch out, here come the Lorraine Rockets, round 2 of the postseason. Well, I guess you wouldn't really have to watch out, as they got absolutely destroyed. In the end, 55-0. Only one of 2 blowouts this entire season for us, and really the most, dominating of them. Of course, I win the player of the week on that one. Next up, though, Brunswick. That was round 3 of the postseason. This one as well, really just kind of a destruction, per se, of a team. We really just kind of destroyed them here. And of course, with this player of the week performance, we get Alabama a scholarship for them. And here it is, the state championship. We made it, and you'll never believe who it's against. That's right, it's against the Springdale Penguins. I told you they'd come back. Come back they do. We do have a good few solid drives on here, including this incredible, absolutely stellar play by Nguyen here. Is it this play? I'm not sure. Yep, here it is. 60 yards reception. That was an insane early play. Definitely gave us an early lead. Here we go again after falling back into a tie with the Springdale Penguins. We set up a quick slant route and a nice quick pass to Ostrander, and we're back in the lead, 14-7. We once again find ourselves in the red zone, looking to put up 21-7, but I throw a horrible pass. Medlock picks this one off, and luckily we do get there to tackle him, so he can't take it back. But horrible play for us. Later on, though, we have a nice run with Howell that gets us in, actually puts us up to 21 points. Now 21-17. We did take back the lead there. Nice play from Ostrander on this next one. Beautiful run. 45-yard reception. Insane from him. And apparently just back-to-back amazing plays, because on this one we have no really receivers open, and we just sprint for it. And this will be the first and only, I believe, running touchdown that I had on that season. Going later into the fourth quarter here, we are in a sort of close match. They're about 2 scores away from taking the lead, but luckily we get a nice route up to Saria, 25-yard reception, and a touchdown. That pretty much seals up the game. There's almost no chance of them coming back, and with our possession in the final minute, it's over. And just like that, your Cleveland Cuirassiers are state champions. Absolutely insane performance from a lot of players, including that 60-yard from Nguyen and that 45 from Ostrander. Also, our 34-yard run was pretty insane in my opinion, especially considering we're definitely a pocket passer archetype. Once again, another sobering end to the season. Definitely on a high note though, especially considering state champions, playing in a stadium that we might come back to. Of course, if you guys want to see anything, let me know what college we should try to attend in the next episode, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!